It's been almost 3 months since I relocated from Nigeria to Liberia, and I'm still getting culture shocks every day. Imagine getting culture shocks every single day or every week. When I think I've seen it all, then I see another one, I'm like, hey, why, wow, Omo. I mean, the first few weeks when I go into Liberia, I was just saying, wow, you know. But anyways, I've gathered some of the topmost culture shocks that I've experienced since I got here, and I'm here to share it with you. So get ready. Let's jump right into the video. Hello, my name is Praise Paul Dumba. I almost said Praise Gani right now. My name is Praise Paul Dumba. In Nigerian, they're married a Liberian, and of course, we relocated back to Liberia, to get settled down. I've released two videos on this one, where I shared that I was relocating with my husband, and then the second one was a vlog of how I was welcomed because my husband's already Liberian, so it's me that was welcomed, with all the jamboree and all of those things. And I want to say big thank you to everybody that have watched that video, for everybody that have subscribed. I mean, I think the last video gave us almost, I think, over 30 subscribers. Yeah, I'm excited. No matter how it is, I'm excited. I'm saying thank you to everyone that saw the video, to everyone that commented, everyone that shared. You are the real MVPs. Thank you so much. I promise you that I'll be very consistent on this channel, and I'm serious because, in fact, I'm the one deciding which content should go for because I have lots and loads of content for you. But yeah, that's not what we're here for today. Let's jump right into the video. What are the culture shocks that I've experienced as I entered into Liberia? I mean, it's an African country as well, so you would think that, okay, the culture shouldn't be so much different. Well, I wouldn't say that it's entirely different. It is different because, I mean, if you know, Liberian just they're just recovering from war. I think the war ended about over 20 years ago. The war lasted for 14 good years. So apparently is that it had made Liberia to be a bit behind of other African countries. I don't know why I just believe that if you give Liberia small time, it will be one of the most developed countries, African countries. In fact, one of the most developed countries in the world because at the rate which they are moving, for me, I mean, I'm doing well. So let's get right into the video. So number one culture shock that I received, this one, I wouldn't say that I was so shocked because my mother-in-law had told me when we were talking in Nigeria, she told me that, over there, um, they don't really take you know, respect as something too big. I mean, if you know Liberia, they would say that Liberia is the American Africa because the way they do there, for Nigeria where we come from, your elderly ones, the way you relate to them, sir, ma, you say, good morning, ma, good morning, sir, thank you, ma'am, thank you, sir. Or, you bend when you want to greet them. Some of you even kneel down. Or for us at home, especially in the western part, you cannot call your sibling name, your elder one's name. You say brother this, sister this. So my mother-in-law already told me they don't have, over there the way they do in Nigeria. Like a young boy can just open his hand and say, "Hey, hello, hi," and there's no good morning or good afternoon. It is hello, hi. So that's the first culture shock. I wasn't so shocked, but if I was not informed, I would have been shocked. So that really helped me, especially as a Yoruba person. You know how we take respect in the Yoruba land. Like a young person, a little person can say, "Hello, hi," wave to you, hi, or shake you and say hello. So again, I've tried to get videos of what all these things I'm talking about, original, not stage videos, original videos, so let you know that I'm not lying. So I'm gonna be inserting them one after the other. So for me, it's I won't say it's shocking because I still find it hard to see an elderly person and say hello, but now I can say hello, mama, or oh ma, hello. It's still funny to me. All right, let's move to the second culture shock. This one as well, I researched it, or maybe whilst I was talking with my husband, then fiance, fiance, and my mother-in-law. I learned that they still use two currency. They still use the USD and the Liberian dollar. They call it LD. The shocking part is they still use coins. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, and it's funny because there's certain set of people that collect LD from you. Like you can't go into the market and give them USD. Literally is LD. But if you go to a supermarket, they collect it oh, whichever one collect it. But I just feel like there are groups of people that collect LD. I be my husband, Tebi. Mhm. Like groups of people that collect LD and that collect USD. For example, if I go make my hair now, it's USD they will collect. They won't collect like $1. And just like Nigeria, right? The rate too is it's not even a lot compared to Nigeria. Nigeria, one USD is 1,000. I think this should even be the original culture shock because in Nigeria, one USD is 1,003 to 1,000 to ah, one USD is 1,300 naira. I think it's 1,380 or even 1,4. But do you know how much is it for Liberian dollar? 180 LD, 180. So yeah, that's culture shock. And then they still use coins. There's the five coin, there is the $10 coin, $5 coin, LD by the way. So yeah, that's one of the culture shocks. So yes, tell me not to be converting everything to naira because my dear brothers and sisters, I all the air that you have seen on this channel, there is nothing less than 20 USD in all those air. There's 30 USD. I've not just those two. But you know, if I convert it to naira, you know what that is. All right. This shocking one, which I feel is quite dangerous for me, is the fact that they sell gas, which is fuel in Nigeria, fuel on the road in bottles. You know where we have gas stations in Nigeria, you enter the station or fuel station, you buy. Liberians know how POS is in Nigeria. That's the way that's the way they sell gas here. Like literally at every stop you would see in a road, you can see like how many gas.
You will
So
get
I
me
can't
to
say they're
gauge
gas
it.
station.
Oh, that one, all
That's
right.
when they sell it in
You want
videos.
gauge the
And
other one
there was a
then?
video, I was just inside that videos. Because I feel like I know they told us that okay, this is highly inflammable or inflammable. I don't know. Pardon me. And then I feel like okay, they're in bottles exposed outside, and then they are pouring it on the road. It's very risky to me because it's very, very risky. I don't know. So it was shocking, and sincerely, I still don't like it when we get to buy fuel like that in those type of stations. Let's move to the next one. So yeah, this one, you can say it's a religious thing because I'm a Christian. And where I came from, I know that Saturdays are for the house chores, the cooking, the washing, and then Sunday morning is a very serious morning. By 7 a.m., if you're not ready, our mommy will drop us. You will find your way to church. But here, they have something called Sunday market. Not even Sunday morning market. Like literally, they have like an active market on Sundays and they'll cook. I think somebody said that Sundays like their resting days. That's how they are not. I won't say they're not so religious. I don't know how to put it, but when I saw it, I was like, Sunday morning, and the road is packed. People are selling, people are buying, and then people will cook before they come to church. This is well, oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one shocked me too. They still use scratch card in Liberia for airtime, for for data. You know what I mean? If you want to recharge, you have to buy that scratch card. You scratch it to crack the code. And sincerely, I think that happened over 20 years ago in Nigeria, or let's say 18 or 15 at most, or at least whatever in Nigeria. So when I got here, I said, maybe for some for a period of time I couldn't even get married. So some husband that was getting, the scratch card for me, and of course they can transfer, but it's not as easy as Nigeria, you can transfer on all your bank apps, you can buy on your bank apps, you can buy data, all those things. But here there is like it's just like using USSD code, to buy from your bank. So there's something called mobile money, right? So for your like the M10 and the Glow in Nigeria, there is M10 here, but it's called Lone Star and then Orange. That's the most popular, network client here. So there's a way you can use your phone number, just like OPay, but this one is kind of slightly different. Use your account, your phone number to have like a mobile money, just like an account. You can send money to it. You can go and withdraw money from it. You can buy airtime. I think that has at least made life easier for me. But the funniest thing and the one that I don't like is that guess what, guys? You cannot buy orange from Low Star. I cannot buy. Lone Star from Orange. The one that shocked me the most is that if I even want to call Orange on Lone Star, I was saying that I don't have airtime. My mind, I have to call somebody. I have airtime. And then you have to have more airtime before you can call another line network. I was like, kilo day now. And then the shocking one, the way you can load airtime on your phone and you can have the airtime for as long as you want, until you use it. But it's that can expire. If you load data and it's for 30 days, 7 days can expire. Ladies and gentlemen, airtime can expire here. I should know that I had airtime on my phone. I wanted to call somebody and then it was saying I don't have airtime. So I what happened? They said airtime expire. So what? I will load airtime and it expire without using. Why? So it's like data. The way you do data in Nigeria, is the way airtime and data is in Liberia. You can imagine the culture shock I'm receiving every day. This one is a beautiful one. I love it. And I think I saw somebody post a video on that as well. And she was like, Nigerians really respect pedestrian crossing. For me, I feel like what I put in my own words, motor can wait for you to cross. In Nigeria, that you will do like this before you go, you will watch. In fact, you will watch finish and then one bike will even pass one way without you looking. But here, the moment you're on the road, like a car can literally wait for you, bike can literally wait for you to pass. And the most beautiful thing is no way you do rough driving in Nigeria. They don't do it in Liberia. I think I have a video whereby the space you see between a car and the other car is so long. So I feel like it's a bit coordinated compared to Nigeria. And then people really respect lives. But the thing where they pay me be say, as someone that has driven on the road of Lagos, is that because cars now wait for people to cross, you now see the people will be crossing on the road like what if the brake of this car is not working? you know, and then they will cross as if no, you have to wait for them. They will walk, so it has two sides to it because if you are driving, you can be like, what's happen? What if this brake is not working? But if you're the one crossing, you feel good because cars can actually wait for you to cross. Yeah. This one, I don't know how to feel. It's pepper. Hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, as a wife that I already am, when I got married, I want to cook the case. The first thing that I cooked in this place. My husband, he heard it, you hear them. That's what I'm trying to say. Because there was so much pepper in it. Apparently, in Liberia, they don't even have the red pepper. They have mixed, but more of the green ones. So I don't know because I know that the red one is when the green one has really, really matured or is already ripe. So I don't know why they allowed that pepper to ripe here. So there's the green ones and there is the red ones, and the most, I don't want to say annoying part or shocking part is that my brothers and sisters, they sell tomatoes one by one. Literally, they sell one tomato 50 LD and it's scarce. Like people literally use just pepper to cook. So the first tomato, I'm not even saying that there's no tatashe. There's no shombo. There's no two of those ones. There's only pepper and tomatoes. And even the tomatoes, you will literally you literally pick one by one to buy. So last time I bought one was 50 LD per one, and then you can buy 10 for 500 LD. This is not to me. I sent someone last week, I be this same week, buy me 500 LD tomatoes. The person came back with five. I said, kilo to shilling. They say it's now 100 LD per one. Ha! Anyways, so yeah, you can imagine how many shocks I'm getting by day. There's still lots and lots of them, that I've been getting, but these are the top most ones that have made me put my mouth and say, I know you people are already doing like that too as well. But yeah, I'm still getting to settle down in Liberia, and I'm still enjoying the country, and I love the country so much. And like I said, I want to take you on this journey, this transition journey, and um this settling down journey, right? And I'm glad that you are here, going or following me through this journey. Thank you so much. If you have stayed to the end, I love you so much. You can do well. Like I said, I really, really love to hear from you. I really, really love to know your thoughts. So drop in the comments which of the culture shocks really shocked you. Really, really shocked you as well. I'd like to know them. You know, Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed. In case my video crossed your page, subscribe now. Subscribe now. Subscribe now. Please now. Like I said, you don't need to know much about me. I know you love me already, although you're going to see no much more about me on this channel though. But so please subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, I love you so much. Thank you for always coming back. But don't forget to share so we can have more people join us. So thank you. That'll be all on today's video. My culture shocks that I've experienced in Liberia. Like I said, I'm still experiencing more. So maybe if I spend 1 year, if I have more, I'll come up here and drop. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much. See you in my next video. Bye.